Welcome back to Photo Australia. We're going to continue on with part 2, so I hope you enjoy.
So one of the most difficult things, am I back on camera? One of the most difficult things with this, Brad, is to get a good profile, a printing profile.
Yep. I've got another question for you. We're still waiting for that to print.
Yep.
How long have you got till you can press that down on the... Is it something that you got to hurry up and press as soon as you can? Or can it sit for a little bit and then press it? Is there a time limit?
Look, I think you're better to do it sooner rather than later, but we can experiment with one here. I had one that I printed off several months ago.
Several months?
Yep.
Jeez.
It's just, I found it yesterday, and...
I like how you said, I found it yesterday. Oh, geez, I lost it. Been looking for it for months.
So, where did I put it?
No, you've lost it again,
I've lost it again, yeah. There you go.
Oh, yeah, little one.
That one I printed off ages ago.
Yep.
And it's just been sitting there doing nothing.
Yep.
And we have some little...
Oh, you got little squares.
Little sample sheets here
Yep.
that we can experiment with, so perhaps we'll see how it goes. That's just a raw aluminium one.
Yep.
Chromolux comes in white gloss. You get the really high gloss, high intensity, which I prefer over them all. This is just pure aluminium, and that also comes in a gloss and a matte and a satin.
Have you experimented with, so if you print, now let's just see whether I'm an idiot. Oh, okay, I'm getting it now. So yeah, if you printed that just straight on aluminium, that means any white areas would be the aluminium.
Correct.
So if you've got a photo that's got white in it, well, say if it's like this one with white flower, that means instead of it being white, it would be aluminium. Is that correct?
Correct.
Aha.
Correct.
So that can be quite interesting. I know Mum's got one that's a shot of a whale coming out of the water, and that's printed directly with aluminium.
Yep.
Like no white, and all the highlights in the water becomes quite shiny and is the aluminium colour. So it looks quite striking. You realise, Grant, that as soon as people realise that you can print on aluminium, you know, your phone, and I've already experienced your phone running off the hook for advice. You do realise that if somebody gets hold of your contact details, it's all over, you're back in business. No.
I don't really want to be quite
I know
honest
you don't
with
want to be. We mightn't see Grant ever again. I might have to, like before, hold the show on my own. Where's Grant? He's still printing.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, I would... This is more about, folks, if you want to do it yourself, this is what this is about. So,
I thought it was a good idea. We've had a lot of interest in the metal printing.
Yep.
And I might even hit up the rewards guys, and we might even do an episode of what they do. I just find it interesting just to know how it's done.
Yeah, exactly. And it is a fascinating process because this
can we have a quick look at the?
Sure.
Can we show the person's photo? Will they be happy with us showing this?
No, this is my photo.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, I don't care.
And this is going into the Signal Point Goolwa Art and Photographic
that's going to look good
exhibition.
On
listen, Ad. Here we go. Look. Here we go.
Oh yeah, of course.
Da-da-da-da.
Well, might as well.
Da-da-da-da.
Well, your photo's now covering what it is. There you go. So, so this will be going into the Rotary Art and Photographic exhibition.
Yes, it will.
So, if you do live in this area, make sure you check it out because it's has a lot of not only photography but also artwork. from all the local regions. So yeah, check it out.
So, okay, so we're now heating up. I'll just let that dry because, as I said, our big enemy, of course, is moisture. So we'll do something else in a second once that gets up to temperature.
I can hit pause for the moment.
Yeah, just pause. Okay, now to dry this off properly, Brad, here's a little tip.
Hang on, let me come around.
Just sit it under there for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and it'll just suck any moisture that's in it.
So you haven't dropped the lid on it yet.
No,
You just sat it under there.
Just
Yep.
and there you go. So okay, so she's now reached full temperature. So we have peeled back our panel.
Yeah, you've taken off your.
Okay, this is Chromolux panel. So what's going to happen here? Chromolux is a special.
Is that a white glove?
That's a glove, Brad.
You're supposed to put them on.
No, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Chromolux has they spray a surface onto Chromolux, and why metal panels are so effective is that the ink is actually permeating that top layer onto the aluminium and on the bottom, which looks like that.
Yep.
So your light refraction is going through the top layer, hitting the aluminium and then bouncing back at you. So you're getting a degree of 3D coming from it. That's why you get the intensity. So, okay,
So you're placing that on top of your photo?
I'm placing that.
Yep. So
on top of my...
Now, something that they didn't hear is you printed your photo slightly bigger than your aluminium.
That's right. So if you want to bring your camera in close here, you will see why. So I've given myself a little bit of...
Oops, sorry about that, people. I just kicked the tripod.
So I'm now affixing it with my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing. That'll be a good start. So I'm now affixing it with a heat-proof tape. Again, available from your friendly print supplier. And that's only to hold the whole process in place. Because when we shut the lid, we don't want it walking around and getting out of alignment.
If you're wondering what the beeping is, it's not a bomb that's about to go off. That's just the heat machine. That's
the heat machine saying we have reached temperature. Like with all of these things, you have waste. So.
Yeah, we were talking off camera a bit earlier about printing and printing on large printers. Grant and myself have had experience, well Grant even more so, he used to do it, but printing on large roll printers, and we were talking about wastage and how software can help you put multiple photos on there and try to keep the wastage to an absolute minimum.
Right, so I am just now going to lay this inside here.
So that is photo down.
Metal face up.
Photo up.
And the print image is actually down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So now I lay the magic cloth.
The new cloth that you specially cut.
That's right. We pull that back. We shut press.
Hell.
Beeping has stopped.
It has.
I'd advise you leave the room about now.
I'm ready to jump in the vehicle and run. So how long?
We're doing this for 80 seconds.
80 seconds.
Now you see my temperature, it's a bit warmer today, so it's dropped back to 201 degrees as it's pulling the heat out of the panel.
Yep.
So if I'd started at 200, I would be back now to 196 or whatever. And as I'm trying to do this
Does that make any difference to anything, Grant?
Yeah, look, it can. You like anything with this sort of stuff, Brad. There's critical levels in this that you get to, and this is the result of a lot of experimentation.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And mistakes and throwing away. I've got panels up here that are they haven't transferred properly and not enough heat, too long, etc., etc. So
can you reuse the reverse side as just a straight aluminium print or not?
oh, I think you could if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. We swing it away. I'm going to switch it off too. Now,
Geez, it gets hot, doesn't it?
oh yeah, 200 degrees.
Yeah.
So we get rid of that. The trick here, it likes to be removed as soon as possible.
What was the bottom sheet you put on there?
Just a Teflon sheet.
Oh, yeah. Look at that, like magic.
Are you watching this?
I'm just getting in there. I'm watching it, but not putting the camera on it.
Okay.
So I'm putting the camera on it now.
Right. There you go.
Look at that.
Swing that back to there. Now, that is going to get better as it cools.
Yeah.
It's going to become more intense in its colours as it cools down. So that's the amount of sublimation that's happened.
Yep.
On the two.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's stunning. That's absolutely stunning. The worst thing is that you guys can't see this at home. So I urge you, all of you, to go and actually have a look at this. You'll see this print hanging at the Rotary art exhibition, photo art exhibition. I will drop the details.
Here we go, we'll do it again.
Okay,
look at this.
Do it again.
Look at this.
But I will also put it in the description below. But it will be hanging there. So I urge you all to go and have a look at it in person, because metal prints are very hard to to see on video cameras. So and the low quality of YouTube. So yeah, there's the dates there. Like I said, I'll put it in the description below. Come along and have a look at these photos. Hopefully I might have something there. I'll have to get cracking, won't I?
You will. Two things in that. You will have something there, and you will get cracking.
Yeah, hope to see you there.
Yep. And look, this is a really good exhibition. If you only see one exhibition a year, make it this one, because it has a great range of photographic art and art across all the mediums: oils, watercolours, acrylics, pastels, etc., etc., etc. And the standard is really good. So between the 27th of March and the 5th of April, it was postponed last year for obvious reasons, but they're back on this year, and they've actually now had to close off entries, Brad, ahead of time.
Yep.
So they're now putting entries now on a waiting list. That's how popular it's become.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
It is. They max out all the time.
Yep.
That's looking stunning. Yeah, have a look at it. So with that, I guess, is there any more to add there, Grant?
Oh, I'm wandering away out of
you
shot.
Are.
Yeah, just wandering
I'm
around
just
here.
filming the garage door.
Yeah. No, not really. Look, metal printing is good fun. I think it will become the norm. I think it will replace a lot of normal printing.
I agree with you on that one.
To get yourself set up to do it, a heat press like that is around about, I think it was about $1,200 from memory. You can pay a lot more for them, and you can pay somewhat less. But as I say, be careful of the clamshell type ones, because you can on the cheaper ones. Some of the really expensive clamshells are good, but some of the cheaper ones, when they fold down like that,
yeah, I can see it be uneven.
They don't get an even pressure.
Yep.
Whereas this drops down completely. It's adjustable. Your printer, that was a Epsom clearance centre printer. I think I paid $200 for that, $250 for that type of thing. The Sys ink system was another 100 and something with the with the dye sub inks. The papers, I pay about $1 a sheet for that paper. The cloth, the Endura cloth is about $1.60 a metre on a linear metre. So there's a little bit of expense to get yourself established, but when you do, you churn out some really nice,
stunning.
Nice stuff.
Absolutely stunning.
Yep. And I couldn't do that on a print. I could try and print that on different papers and different methods, and I would not get the impact of that, because you are getting a slight 3D effect with the way that's permeated through the top coating onto the aluminium, and then it goes right through that coating.
Oh, it does. And looking at this photo, it looks like that it's like you said, a 3D effect. It looks a lot more lifelike than if you just printed it on, say, gloss paper.
So I'll just go around the other side, Brad.
Yep.
The temperature's probably going out of it now.
It is.
Yep.
Okay.
So there we are.
I will turn that off. There we go. That looks a bit better. So like I said, doesn't do it justice filming it, but it's very stunning. So well done.
Thank you. So there you go, folks. Metal printing.
All right.
How it's done.
With that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Hit the bell if you want to get notifications, and give us a subscribe if you haven't already done so. And with that, we'll see you in the next episode.
Cheers, and we'll see you at the Goolwa Art and Photographic Exhibition at Signal Point in Goolwa on the 27th of March. Who knows, you might be lucky. You might run into Brad or I.
Well, you say lucky. Bye-bye.
We see all these people running off in the distance. We know what's going on.